Now let us see, we want one area chart, sum of revenue by date. So let us see how to get that area chart. So here you have this area chart. So I click on area chart and drag and bring it down, size it up. Never have the visuals, sticking to each other. Always keep some breathing space between the visuals. So you keep in mind that we want to add one more visual over here. Like you can see, one is the area chart and this second chart. So in the area chart, I want date-wise sum of revenue. So again, I come over here. This is my area chart. So what you want? I want date on the x-axis, and in date, we can click over here and you say, I don't want anything, I want just the date. And in the y-axis, I want the revenue. So drag the revenue to the y-axis. So your chart comes ready. Now we want to pick up this formatting and apply it here. So just click over here, then use the format painter and paste over here. So automatically that same formatting gets applied to this visual as well. Now we want to make another control which is called as a tree map. See here, you have this tree map. This is sum of revenue by employee name. So we come here, we select tree map. Then we bring the tree map to whichever location you want. Now in the tree map, I want employee wise revenue. So employee sum of revenue by employee name. So let's come here. So we want employee name, it's over here. And we want revenue in the values. Okay, so the greater the value, the greater will be that particular tree map. Okay, so sum of revenue by employee name is also done. Now over here, I want another chart which is sum of revenue by product name. So I come over here and I select clustered bar chart. Ensure that nothing is selected, so we should be clicking outside and then select clustered bar chart. So then drag and bring it down. Now in the clustered bar chart, what I want product name and the revenue. So I come here. So I want the product name and I want the revenue. So you get the product name and the revenue. Now you can click on the visuals. If you want the data labels, you can turn the data labels on, so you get the data labels also along with it. And again, you can pick up this visual, format painter, and apply the formatting to this as well. Now in the end, you will see that there is one control, which is one visual called as the scroller. Now that visual by default is not present in Power BI. So how do we get it? That I will show you. So first come over here, add visual. And here you see these three dots where it is written get more visuals. So click on get more visuals. and in the search box you type scroller. Remember, to get this option you have to be signed in into Power BI. So I get that scroller control. Now this is the scroller control. Just select add. So you see one scroller control now comes over here. Import was successful. Now I want that control over here, so I'll click over here to bring that control. Just ensure nothing is selected, because our previous control was selected, it came over here. So just ensure nothing is selected and then click here. Then drag and bring that control over here and then stretch it from one end to another end. And what do you want in that control? So in that control I want units sold by product name. So I want the product name and the unit sold. So I'll come back here. So I have the product name in the category and units sold in measure absolute. So you'll get that over here. Then you can adjust whatever is the formatting. So click on format visual and you have the scroller and you have the font size, you have this text color, you have a custom text for the scroller, you have the general category, in that the title is there, sum of units sold. You can change the font to Savoy, UI bold. Okay, you can reduce the size. Okay, so our first page is complete. Now you can see name is given to this page is called as dashboard, and there's one more dashboard created called as table view. So we will come back here and we'll double click over here to rename this as dashboard. Okay, so we have renamed this as dashboard, and then what we'll do, we'll right click on this and we'll say duplicate page. So it creates a duplicate of that dashboard, and we'll double click this and we'll change it to table view. This is the name for the second. Now let us come back here and see in table view what you have. So I'll click over here in table view. You'll see the upper part is the same. In the lower part you have a table which is date, employee ID, means it has contents from all the three fields, three tables. So let's come back over here and delete all these controls. Ensure that you are in the table view sheet and delete all the unwanted controls. And now you want the table view over here. So here you have the table view. So I click on the table view and adjust the table as big as you prefer. And now you have to specify what fields you want in the columns. So see, the fields are date, employee ID and employee name. So let us select them one by one. So I want the date field. You can see the date has come. Employee ID. So the employee ID has come. Employee name has come. Now if you watch, the date field is just the date, whereas in our case, when you selected date, along with that quarter, month, day has come. I don't want all that, so I click over here on the date, and I want only the date, not the date hierarchy. So I select only date, so only the date is coming. Then you have employee ID, then you have employee name. Then you want supervisor name, product ID and product name. So then you want supervisor name, product ID and product name. So that has also come. Then you want sum of units sold and sum of revenue. So you want units sold and revenue. Now you have to adjust the column width. So you can just adjust the column width manually by bringing the cursor in the center and manually adjusting. Then you can select, suppose I want details for a specific supervisor, I will select that supervisor name. So details only for that supervisor should come over here. Thank you. Like I select Arjun Singhania, so only his details. If I select Divya Patel, only that details. Kavya Venkateshwar, so only details of Kavya will come. Okay. This way you can adjust and specify whatever you want. Now what we want to do, we want to make one button over here called as the back button. So for making that button, we click on insert, and in insert we'll select one button and we'll select that back button. Then we'll adjust that button like this. Now we have to give an action to that button. So that action for that button would be type is back. Okay. So what should happen? So let it be back only. Okay. Now let's come to dashboard. And if you remember, I want one image over here which would take me into the table view. So again I click on insert and I select image and I select this table grid and I insert that image in the corner over here. And again for this image I want to give a action. So action I will turn it on, and what action you want to give. Okay. So I want page navigation. Okay. And where you want to navigate, I want that when I click over there, it should go to table view. Okay. Now when you are in this view, you have to press Ctrl and check over here. So it takes you into the table view, and Ctrl and click here. It should take you back to dashboard. What? So friends, in this lecture we have seen how to make the sales dashboard, and we have also seen that there are two views, dashboard view and the table view. Now the next thing which I'll teach you is how to publish this. So when you finish making your dashboard, come on home, and in home you have this publish option over here. or you can go in file and there also you have published. So I'll click over here, publish. Do you want to save your changes? I will select save. Now it will ask me a name for the file. So I will give the name sales dashboard. Then I will click on save. Now it will, in a short while, it will publish it. It will ask me where you want to publish it. I want to publish it on my workspace. So I'll select my workspace and click on select. So it's saying that it is success. You can click over here and see your dashboard. So this is your fully published dashboard. And if you want to see a full screen, click on this button over here, view, and select full screen. So this is your dashboard in full screen. So you have controls to change the date and everything will change accordingly. You have to control to select the product ID. You have control to select the product name. We can see employee wise details. You can see supervisor wise details, or you can even click on the table view and get to see that entire table. So friends, hope you have learned something new in today's lecture. And if you have liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll see you again in the next lecture. Till that time, goodbye.